Prime Minister Narendra Modi began 2024 with his visits to three southern states of Tamil Nadu, Lakshadweep and Kerala. Today in Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu, he attended the 38th convocation ceremony at university and laid foundation stone of multiple development projects worth 20,000 crore. He is expected to inaugurate several key projects also in Lakshadweep and Kerala tomorrow. As the BJP under Mr. Modi's leadership aims for a third term in 2024, May, that is when the elections will be held, it understands the challenge these southern states actually pose to them, particularly in the backdrop of the party losing Karnataka last year and failing to make an impact in the recent Telangana polls.
Bharathidasan University in Tamil Nadu's Tiruchirappalli was Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first stop, after which the Prime Minister formally opened a state-of-the-art international terminal at Tiruchirappalli Airport, a confluence of tradition and modernity built at a cost of 1100 crore rupees.
मैं दुनिया में कहीं भी जाता हूं तो तमिलनाडु की चर्चा किए बिना रह नहीं पाता। दिल्ली में संसद की नई इमारत में पवित्र सेंगोल की स्थापना की गई है।
The Prime Minister inaugurated 16 infrastructure projects worth nearly 20,000 crores that are expected to boost the economy and create jobs.
2014 से पहले के 10 सालों में केंद्र सरकार की तरफ से राज्यों को 30 लाख करोड़ रुपए के आसपास ही दिए गए थे। 2014 से पहले के 10 साल में तमिलनाडु को जितनी राशि केंद्र सरकार के मिली थी, उससे 2.5 गुना ज्यादा राशि हमारी सरकार ने दी है।
At Lakshadweep, the Prime Minister fulfilled his promise of a submarine optical fiber link that is expected to increase internet speed 100 times. Night in Lakshadweep and flies to Thrissur in Kerala tomorrow afternoon. The Prime Minister's first tour in the new year to the south of the country certainly sends an important political message. Out of the 131 Lok Sabha seats in the south, the BJP has never won in 84 seats. So with its mission south, the party is certainly hoping to make gains in 2024. With camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
And Uma Sudhir joins me now from Hyderabad. Uma, over to you. What do you think these three state visit of the Prime Minister will achieve?
At a time when the BJP is talking about Mission South and 131 Lok Sabha seats in the south of the country, out of which 84 seats the BJP has never won. So that is a target for the BJP certainly. And at this time, for the Prime Minister, his first tour in the new year to the south of the country, to Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Lakshadweep certainly has a big political message. Of course, the Prime Minister started with the Bharathidasan University, the 38th convocation there, where he addressed the youth and spoke about the kind of dreams that he has for them in the next 25 years, saying that this is the best time to be young, that this is a time that's going to change the history or rather the future of the country itself. Next, he went to the international terminal at Tiruchirappalli, where again 1100 crore project that is supposed to have a capacity to handle about 44 lakh passengers annually, and that's again a confluence of modernity and tradition as well. And from there, the Prime Minister also inaugurated projects worth about 20,000 crore rupees, not just in aviation but also rail and road and energy. And also the nuclear complex at Kalpakkam, there was a reprocessing plant that has been inaugurated by the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister on the one hand spoke about the boost that the economy would get, the kind of jobs that this investment in infrastructure is going to bring. And he also spoke about the Sengol that's been brought from Tamil Nadu and placed in Parliament. He also spoke about the Kashi Tamil Sangamam, and he spoke about the Saurashtra Tamil Sangamam. And perhaps in response to what the Chief Minister made an appeal saying that there should be the recent floods should be declared as a national calamity and funds should be given to the state, and he made certain other kind of demands of the center as well, saying that there is no politics in it and that he's speaking on behalf of the people of the state. And the Prime Minister, perhaps in response, spoke about the fact that Tamil Nadu, in the 10 years prior to 2014, the amount of funds that it had got, and in the 10 years from 2014, he said the funds that they have got is almost 2.5 times. And he also said that the rest of the states as well, the funds that they had got in the 10 years prior to 2014, if it was about 30 lakh crore, in the last 10 years, they've got funds of about 120 lakh crore. So from there, the Prime Minister has gone now, of course, to Lakshadweep, where he inaugurated or fulfilled a promise that he made during the Republic Day at Red Fort, laying off a submarine optical fiber that's expected to increase internet speed in the island by almost 100 times. And tomorrow afternoon, he is expected to come back to Thrissur, where he will be participating at a Stri Shakti Modipakam event in Thrissur in Kerala.
And how worried is the Congress party because of this mission? Lavanya Balal is the spokesperson of the Congress joining us. We also have Shahzad Poonawala, spokesperson of the BJP. Shahzad, beginning with you, what's giving the party hope or confidence that it will be able to better its tally from what it had in 2019, when in all these states, which total almost around 132 Lok Sabha seats, the BJP managed to win only 29?
Look, Maria, first of all, it's how you look at the picture. By the way, we won the maximum number of Lok Sabha seats in South India, the 5 states in the South. The Congress party comes second and DMK comes third at 24. In fact, we have a presence which is much bigger than the IUML in Kerala. We have a presence in Telangana, which the DMK does not have. We have a presence in Andhra, which the DMK does not have. So we are not alien to the South. And Maria, our relation with the South of the country is not political or electoral. It is actually cultural and civilizational. Let me give you some examples. Uma was just talking about the Sengol, which has been given its rightful place, which was relegated as a walking stick. But apart from that, whether it is quoting the great saints and poets of Tamil Nadu at the United Nations, whether it's bowing down to Thiruvalluvar, whether it is actually giving the place that Tamil language and Tamil culture deserves, whether it's creating a seat for Tamil language in the Subramaniam Bharati Chair in Kashi BHU University, whether it is the Kashi Tamil Sangamam, where thousands and thousands of people have exchanged what the great kings of Tamil Nadu had once exchanged, that is the cultural exchange. So the Indian bond that is tied with this cultural exchanges is actually something that is the relation between us and Tamil Nadu. And it's not just this connection. By the way, in the 10 years of Mr. Prime Minister Modi, 2.5 times more funds have been allocated to Tamil Nadu. Let me just tell you, 2,47,000 crores by the way of devolution of funds, which was only 95,000 crores during the UPA tenure. Whether it's the 40-odd ministers visiting over 400 times Tamil Nadu.
So this would be the best example of cooperative federalism then, Lavanya. If the states are developing bigger infrastructure, more funds from the center, then center and the state are working in tandem. It's about the interests of the people, isn't it?
Good evening, Maria. The entire visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he should have visited many more times than he has visited southern states. If you look at the conversation people are having today about Prime Minister's visit, you will clearly notice they're very upset about a couple of facts. One is he refused to visit Tamil Nadu when Tamil Nadu was in distress early December. The central government has not yet released funds from NDRF. The funds that have been released, about 450 crores has been released to Tamil Nadu. It is from the State Disaster Relief Fund, correct? So the Tamil Nadu people of Tamil Nadu, the Tamilians, are very upset that the Prime Minister only comes to launch programs and lay foundations and cut the ribbons of new programs, but the Prime Minister has not responded to the state when the state was in distress. The 4 districts of Tamil Nadu saw severe crisis in the early weeks of December. 31 people died, and till date, NDRF funds have not been released by the centre.
But Lavanya,
and the other matter is
interesting point that has been made by the Prime Minister, and something that you would also agree is that it is about bringing together the cultural and economic dimensions, and he has perhaps communicated that through his actions very, very sincerely.
Maria, what is the necessary for this kind of messaging? Isn't India a union of states? I mean, what was the necessity for this messaging? We are all us, we are all one. So what is with this us and them and now bridging the gap? That is kind of a ridiculous argument if you're putting it up. Also, if you look at one of the biggest points that is being made on a lot of conversations people are having today is about Prime Minister's visit to the university. The question arises is his own degree is under a lot of cloud and he's handing out degrees, a bachelor degree to people who have worked really hard for their bachelor's degree. That's another thing. And when they're talking about increased amount of funds that have come from central government to the state, they are not taking into account the inflation also.
Okay.
They increased
Shehzad,
amounts of budgets.
go ahead.
Unfortunately, the people from Congress party live in a parallel universe. If you were seeing the proceedings of today, not only was it trending on #1 on social media where it was being said Vanakkam Modi with 1 million posts, but in fact, when Mr. Stalin got up to speak, people were chanting Modi, Modi. Having said that, 900 crores was immediately released as immediate relief money for Tamil Nadu. But by the way, I want to ask Lavanya one question. If it was a national crisis and calamity, where was Mr. Stalin when 31 people lost their lives because of the flooding and the water? He was in Delhi in the India Alliance meeting. That was what he considered as priority. And Lavanya, let me tell you, in the last 9 years, 2,352 kilometers of national highway built at 58,000 crore rupees, 50,000 crore rupees for Chennai-Bengaluru Expressway, 72,000 crore rupees for Chennai Metro, 56 lakh farmers got Kisan Samman Nidhi, 84 lakh connections of taps that have been given, 62 lakh toilets have been given. These are only in Tamil Nadu. Can you tell me 5 things that you've done for Tamil Nadu? You're not even in power in Tamil Nadu by yourself from 1967 onwards. Grant in aid, UPA 58,000 crores, NDA 2,31,000 crores. These are hard facts. 75 railway stations. You know how much you gave for railway stations and for railways in Tamil Nadu, by the way, Lavanya? 879 crores until 2014.
So, but then, when we look at the entire mission south of the BJP, Lavanya, it understands that there is the challenge area is these parts of the country where the BJP has to expand its footprints after having lost Karnataka. Similarly, the question would be asked to the Congress party, what is it doing sincerely and making an honest effort in trying to win back states that it had once upon a time in north part of India?
While the BJP speaks, it talks with a kind of superiority complex when it is addressing the South Indian states, which is very clear right now. When you keep talking about, oh, we have given so much of funds, it is the tax money collected from the southern states that is coming back to the states. You have just heard about how Manrega funds were denied for South Indian states yesterday. So when people talk about funds that come back to our states, it is the GST money, the tax monies of the states that is coming back. Also, when people talk about funds, they forget that multiple times our leaders have to plead with central government for the deserved share of funds. While accusations are being made about Tamil Nadu's CM Stalin being in Delhi, he was not in Delhi for the entire stretch of the floods. He was there for one day where he had come to meet the Prime Minister and all the concerned ministers in Delhi seeking flood relief funds in Delhi. If that is a crime, then I think it is very difficult to have a relationship with the central government for states in India. Now, when we are talking about South Indian states, BJP, of course, for all its talk about cultural moves and cultural relationships, end of the day, it is talking about numbers that it has failed to get in South Indian states.
Okay.
They did have a great number of MPs. You know, in Karnataka itself, they have 25 MPs who have done nothing in the last 5 years for Karnataka state. We also have a finance minister from Karnataka who has not did anything for Karnataka. So this time the numbers will be very different.
Look,
yes.
The Congress has ruled this country and ruled the south of the country for a very long period of time. But in the entire discussion, Lavanya could not tell me 10 things or 5 things they've done for the south part.
I'm not here to answer you.
Lavanya,
I'm not here to respond to your questions.
You're not here to answer the people.
I'm only going to respond to
people
Maria's questions.
Yes,
Maria.
Lavanya, I have not asked you any questions, so you'll wait. Let Shehzad speak and then I'm going to come back to you. Yes.
There is a reason why Lavanya BJ is so arrogant. That is because they don't consider even the Janta to be answerable to. So leave alone an opposition leader or opposition member. But Lavanya, let me give you an easy one. Jaishankar, Nirmala Sitharaman, Prahlad Joshi, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Shobha Karandlaje, L. Murugan, G. Kishan Reddy, Muralidharan. These are 8 ministers in our government from the south. Can you name 5 ministers in the UPA government from the south? 5?
Shehzad. Please go ahead.
Maria, are you asking? Maria,
Shehzad, you know,
are you
the
asking me
question
the
was-
questions, or
you
should
have
I
to ask-
answer the BJP spokesperson?
Yes, please, Shehzad,
By
go
the way,
ahead.
Shehzad does not know.
Yes. Would you like to answer that, Lavanya? Name
After
the,
thank
I
you
would
so
like
much.
to tell
the
him. I would
ministers.
like to tell him one thing. My name is Lavanya Balal Jain. If you have a problem with announcing my name, please do not make sly, vulgar, inferences
What
to
is
my
so
name.
vulgar?
Shehzad.
I just
am
want to
I don't think so.
I'm
The
very
direction-
aware.
the
I'm very
direction of this
aware of your
discussion is
social
going-
media team, which is
you know,
talking
it is
about
going
my
in a
name.
direction-
So you don't
Ma'am.
need to make an inference.
Ma'am.
Maria, you need to control. You need to control your
the
guests,
question
Maria.
here is about the southern push, and let's put the spotlight
The
on
southern
that.
push
I
of
would
the
like to
BJP,
thank
the
Lavanya
southern-
and Shehzad. Thank you so
Southern
much.
push of the BJP is
Shifting
not
focus
helping the
to
BJP.
what is going to happen on 22nd of January.